Hello students, today we are going to start with the next topic, that is the abolition of slavery. So let's first understand what is slavery. Slavery is a condition in which an individual owns an individual. In fact, it is very exploitative system. Students, slavery began in Europe in 17th century. At that time, the colonies in the Caribbean, that is Martinique, Guadeloupe, and San Domingo, were important suppliers of commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar, and coffee. These plantations were done in huge areas, so in these plantations, a lot of manpower was required. But Europe lacked it. So, at this time, the triangular slave trade began, and this trade was held between Europe, Africa, and America. The rich French merchants, that is, the owners of the plantation, they used to sail from Bordeaux or Nantes to African coasts. They used to buy the slaves, branded them, and packed them tightly into ships for 3 months long voyage. And these slaves were brought to the Caribbean region. During this time, Caribbean region became rich because slaves came here and they were forced to work for their masters. Production increased in the plantations. It affected the economy. So, the products were sold throughout the world. The merchants started becoming rich as they were getting more and more profits. So, students, it was very inhuman system prevailing at that time. Now, in France during 18th century, there were discussions that how slaves can be saved. So for this, there were long debates in the National Assembly. But all this did not give any benefit. It did not pass any laws because of the fear of the businessman whose incomes depend on slave trade. It was finally the convention which in 1794 legislated to free all slaves, but this turned out to be a short term measure as 10 years later Napoleon reintroduced slavery. But slavery was finally abolished in French colonies in 1848. It was really a big relief to the people. Now we will discuss about the revolution and everyday life. In this topic, we will see that what were the effects of revolution on the life of the people. So students, as the new government came up, this new government brought new laws that left some impact on the lives of the people. One of the such law was the abolition of censorship. Now, in old regime, all the written material and cultural activities, that is books, newspapers, plays, could be published or performed after they were approved by the king. But in new regime, king did not had the powers for censorship because it was abolished in 1789. Now people had freedom of speech and expression. So in the society there were changes seen in the life of people, and because of print media like newspaper, magazines, plays, songs, and festive processions attracted large number of people. So here we conclude that because of the revolution, people now started expressing themselves. So with this we come to the conclusion of this chapter. In conclusion, we will discuss about Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself the Emperor of France in the year 1804. He conquered neighboring European countries and created kingdoms where he placed family members of his family. Napoleon was considered as a modernizer of Europe. Why he was called modernizer of Europe? Because he introduced many laws such as the protection of private property, a uniform system of weights and measures introduced by the decimal system. Now, many saw Napoleon as a liberator who would bring freedom for the people. But soon, the Napoleonic armies were forcefully entering their territories. He was finally defeated at Waterloo in 1815. Many of his measures and ideas of liberty and modern laws had an impact on people long after Napoleon had left. The ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. These spread from France to the rest of Europe during the 19th century. Tipu Sultan and Raja Ram Mohan Roy are two examples of individuals who responded to the ideas coming from revolutionary France.